The faithful of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church colorfully celebrate Meskel Demera. And Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Demeke Mekonnen urges world leaders to stop coercion. And greetings everyone and happy Meskel Demera festivity to all the celebrants. This is our Disney News Hour. With the news, I'm Shafar Lako and stay with us. The Patriarch of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, His Holiness Abuna Matthias, has called on the faithful to seek for and share responsibilities for the security of the country. The Patriarch has made this remark at the Meskel Demera festivity, which is being celebrated across the nation. Demera is a colorful occasion that attracts huge gathering of believers and several guests, mostly dressed in robes and traditional clothes. Senior government officials, including UNESCO's representative, have taken part in the colorful event held at the Meskel Square. Daniel Kasaun has more on that.
Our gratitude for inscribing Meskel in the representative list of human intangible heritage of the humanity in their global inscription.
Meskel Demera has colorfully gone live from the Addis Ababa Meskel Square, bringing together representatives from all the churches in Addis Ababa, senior government officials, and the faithful at large. Demera is a colorful occasion that attracts a huge gathering of believers and several guests, mostly dressed in robes and traditional clothes. Extending his message, Patriarch of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, His Holiness Abuna Matthias, has called on all the faithful to seek for and share responsibilities for the security of the country.
Meskel is a sign of reconciliation and relief for all. Meskel is for peace and unity, as teachings of Christianity center it. All the people of the country are responsible to contribute for peaceful coexistence in a country.
The holy Demera bonfire lighting signified the efforts made by Saint Helena to find the cross, while the Meskel celebration commemorates the finding of the cross in the 4th century. Patriarch also underscored the need to pursue peaceful coexistence and respect of one another.
The cross in which Jesus was crucified has brought all ethnicities, nations, and nationalities to celebrate and live together in unity. The cross is a sign of liberty and forgiveness. It is a sign of sacrifice for others. Let us live together in peace and harmony as the teachings of the Holy Scriptures dictate us. Let us respect each other.
General Secretary of UNESCO Ethiopia Office, Dr. Bizaut Girma, for her part accentuated safeguarding and handing over the assets of Meskel Demera to the coming generation is high responsibility of the current fellow Ethiopians, as it is a unique heritage of Ethiopia contributes to the whole world. Minister of Culture and Tourism, Dr. Hirut Kasal, for her part indicated the registration of Meskel Demera as one of the world intangible heritage, and she advised citizens of the country and all responsible bodies to work hard and promote it to the whole world. Heads of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church at all levels, deacons and Sunday school children sing songs specially prepared for the occasion and encircle the Demera several times, upon which the bonfire is set ablaze while it turns into ashes.
Now, Meskel, that's the finding of the true cross, is a colorful Ethiopian religious festival which mesmerizes foreign tourists with its peculiar features. Foreign visitors who took part in this year's Meskel Demera celebration have expressed their amusement over the vibrant celebration. They said the celebration is one of the very few colorful outdoor celebrations the world has to preserve. Goshu Meliso has compiled their views as follows.
My name is Emma, and I come from China. I think it's very, very wonderful, and this is the first time I participate in these such activities, and I'm so happy and very excited. And I think this is the way to express the Ethiopian traditional culture. Yeah, it's kind of like I was diving in it. So yeah, it's very nice. Because of COVID, this is the first time I take part in such huge activity. And so many people join here, and I can talk, I can discuss with them, and I can ask how to say happy holiday, happy mescal in Amharic. So I think it's a good way to communicate with the local people, and I'm so excited. Yeah, Malika mescal.
Thank you so much. Okay, I am Chris Agabi. I come from Nigeria. First of all, I'm really excited to be here. It's so colorful, it's so beautiful. In fact, I've attended certain festivals, but I've never witnessed such a very colorful, uniting festival that is even religious based like this. It's such a unique opportunity, and I think I'm really enjoying myself here in Ethiopia, here in Addis. It's the first time I'm witnessing this event, although this is not the first time I've visited Ethiopia, but I can say I'm enjoying this vibe. I'm enjoying this new part of the Ethiopia that I'm discovering. It's a wonderful feeling, I can say. This is an opportunity for people to visit Ethiopia. Of course, you hear several things about the country, but of course there are very interesting part of the country that you need to come and discover for yourself. If I didn't come this time, I wouldn't know that such a magnificent activity happens in this country. It's quite impressive.
My name is John Hunter, and I'm from New York City, and I've been in this beautiful country since the middle of August, and unfortunately I'm leaving at the end of this week to return to New York City. This festival was planned as part of my stay in Ethiopia. Originally it was not part of the trip, but our travel agent said you must stay for Mescal. It's absolutely the most important festival of the year for the country, and you don't want to miss it. And it has proven to be an amazing and incredible event. I've never really quite seen anything like it. New York and the United States has its own festivals, but nothing really compares with the enthusiasm of this event, the people from all over the country, the beautiful costumes, the beautiful dress, the religious ceremonies. Everything is just really quite amazing, and I'm happy to be here. I'm very happy to be a witness to this and to be able to go back to New York City and tell all of my friends and family about this place and this festival, so that I hope someday some of them will come and be part of it as well.
My name is Rachel McCall, and I am from Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm very happy to be here. This is a really big moment for me, and I feel really grateful for this opportunity. Yeah. The next person I see that's not here with me, I'm going to recommend this place. Even when it's not mezcal, they should definitely come see. They should definitely come see this place. And if they ever get the chance, they should definitely come to this celebration.
My name is Joshua Doherty, and I'm from Salina, Texas. It's a great holiday because it's the discovery of the real cross, which is very exciting, and religion's a lot to our family, so it's very good to have this holiday, and it's very important.
Do you have Ethiopian descent?
Yes, my mother is Ethiopian, but my father's American. It feels good because I know where I come from, and it's not like I'm just there without knowing where I am in Africa.
Mescal Ethiopia has the first or second nation ever to become Christian. And it was just my fortune that I booked it at the time to be able to see the Mescal Festival. And I'm just thrilled to be here to experience just a little bit of what it would be like to be an Ethiopian. I enjoy the culture, I enjoy the people that I've had here. And today is, I think, going to be one of the highlights of my trip to Ethiopia. And I would encourage anybody that if they have the opportunity to come to Ethiopia. The people are generous, wonderful, and happy. And I've really enjoyed my time here so far.
Here for the festival, as you can see, people are having fun. The priests are enchanting and stuff. The tourists all over the world. I would like to tell my fellow Zambians to please come to Ethiopia. It's a very beautiful place to be.
This festival is very interesting, and I'm looking forward to see what it's all about.
This time is good. I come for the Mescal festival, and I love it.
Welcome back. You're still watching Addis News Hour. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has extended his best wishes to Ethiopians on the celebration of the UNESCO-inscribed Mescal Damara festivity. Ethiopian Christians mark the Mescal Damara holiday on September 27, remembering the founding of the True Cross. In connection with the holiday celebrated throughout the nation with various religious and traditional events, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has sent his congratulatory message to all Ethiopian Christians. The Premier said the history of the True Cross implies that there is a triumph after tribulation, a light after a night, and resurrection after demise. Prime Minister Abiy underlined that Ethiopia is on the right track of success, overcoming all the challenges linked to divisive rhetoric over the last 3 decades. He urged Ethiopians to remember heroes and heroines of Ethiopia who are paying sacrifices in many fronts to defend sovereignty and national integrity of the nation while observing the holiday. The Premier further called on Ethiopians to continue to the efforts underway to reinstate IDPs, rebuild schools, and health institutions destroyed by the terrorist TPLF. Now moving on, Mescal is one of Ethiopian public holidays being celebrated across the nation. Known as Damara, the eve of Mescal is warmer in both mood and color than the actual day of Mescal itself. And for this piece, though, we'll head back to south to Agenna, a small town in Gurage zone in South Ethiopia. Reputed for their hard-working culture and expansion of business across the nation, the Gurage are very serious when it comes to Mescal. Take a look.
What's up, Bruke? How are you?
I'm good, how you doing?
This morning. Betty, hello.
ሳምቡሳና ባስቴ ከለመደች የት ጉልቻና ምጣድ በልጀና ሰንብተብ
አልቻልኩም።
በጉራጌ ማህበረሰብ የመስቀል አከባበር ሃይማኖታዊም ባህላዊም ቅርጽ ያለው ነው። ሁሌም በየዓመቱ መስከረም 15 ብቻ ሳይሆን ከ12
As we are here to celebrate Mescal holiday in the Gurage zone, I didn't expect to see this is where the Gurage people live, in such a fertile, semi-mountainous region in the central Ethiopia, which is about 125 kilometers southwest of the capital Addis Ababa. This holiday is a yearly religious holiday in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, which commemorates the discovery of the true cross in the 4th century. And for the Gurage people, we should all know that this festival is the most important annual event that lasts for more than a week. Even though we're just here for 3 days, I couldn't wait until I became immersed in yet another cultural event in Ethiopia.
ሲጀመር ያው መጀመሪያ ያው የቆጮ ዝግጅት ይደረጋል ከዛ ደግሞ ያው በ13 ጎመኑ ይገዛል ያ ጎመን ተገዝቶ ጎመኑ ቆሻሻው ተለቅሞ ምን ተብሎ ይከተፋል ጎመኑ ያ ጎመን ተጨምቆ እንዲሞቅ ይደረጋል በጎን ቅቤ ይሞቃል በጎን ደግሞ ያው ጎመኑ እንዲሞቅ ይደረጋል ያ ጎመን ከሞቀ በኋላ መጀመሪያ የተወሰነ ኮረሪማ ይጨመራል ከዛ ሚጥሚጣ ይጨመራል ይታሻል ከታሸ በኋላ ደግሞ ቅቤ ይጨመራል ከዛ
የዘድራጀኝ የማህረሞታጂ ተባለቤት ማች ታባአት ማች ተጨነሺ በሃንቀታ ዝቤት እንንግዜ መስቀል አበባ ይኸድ
በአማርኛ ደግሞ ጨፌ ንክር ቅቤ ማለት ነው በንክር ቅቤ ስጋ በሱ ነው የምትበላው ይሄ በኮባ እንዴት እንደሚያስቆመች ቆጮ
እጅግ በጣም በቃ ሙስሊም ክርስቲያን የሚባለው ነገር በእኛ ጋር የሃይማኖቱ ስርዓት ይዘቱ ሳይለቅ መከተል መሄድ ነው እንጂ በእንዲህ በበዓል ሰዓት አንተ ሙስሊም ነህ የሙስሊም ቤት ወይ ክርስቲያን አይገባም ክርስቲያን ቤት ሙስሊም አይገባም የሚባል ነገር የለምና ደንጃንዳ የሜናንዳ ይንመደንዳ የገነንዳ ሰላም ቅር ያለው መስቀል ይፈርኸማ ጎታ ያሚንደ
ከቻ ተኻርሽኒዮ በረምበረረ ደረንደር
እንግዲህ እኔ ድምጻዊ ረሻት ከድር እባላለሁ በጉራጌኛ ዘፈኖቼ ነው የምታወቀው እንኳን ለመስቀል በዓል ለመላው ለክርስትና ሃይማኖት ተከታይ በሙሉ እንኳን አደረሳችሁ ማለት ፈልጋለሁ
ቶርናቄበል ሳምቡሳና ባስቲ ከለመደሽት ሁልቻና ምጣድ በልጀና ሰንብተብሩ
holiday in the Gurage zone. I didn't expect to see this is where the Gurage people live, in such a fertile, semi-mountainous region in the central Ethiopia, which is about 125 kilometers southwest of the capital Addis Ababa. This holiday is a yearly religious holiday in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, which commemorates the discovery of the true cross in the 4th century.
ድምጻዊ ደሳሌ መርሻ ባላለው
Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Demeke Mekonnen urges world leaders to stop gambling on politics under the guise of humanitarian assistance. In a very compelling speech he made at the United Nations General Assembly on Saturday, Demeke spoke against coercion and political interference. Kasaun Chane has produced the following story. In a very compelling speech made at the 76th session of the General Assembly of the United Nations, Midas continued undue international pressures on his country. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Affairs Minister Demeka Mekonnen reproached those who are trying to use corruption as political weapon to weaken Africa.
The political and security landscape in Africa is on a path of adversity. Forcible overthrow of governments, joint military exercise, aggression, renewed appetite for intervention in sovereign countries, subversion and mercenarism, normalized and renewed scramble for natural resource, secret military pacts, geopolitical competitions, and others are becoming pervasive. Unless we swiftly change course, this will be yet another round to destabilize Africa and disenfranchise Africans in the determination of our destiny. We hope there will be more countries to lift the banner of multilateralism rather than the vagaries of unilateralism.
Despite attempts to break his government and tear his country apart by treaties and debacles, Ethiopia remains intact, defeating all odds to Assad.
Had it been for the plan of the internal and external destabilizers, Ethiopia would have turned into rebels where the greedy and the archaic feast and thrive. Not only that, the political map of the Horn of Africa would have altered, worsening its existing volatility. With the resilience of its people and the foundational cultural and religious diversity that made up of Ethiopian society, Ethiopia will continue overcoming its adversaries. Ethiopia will always be a beacon of freedom and symbol of peace. As a nation that had never posed a threat to security of other states, we will maintain our support to regional and global stability. At this historic juncture, Ethiopia demands and Ethiopia deserves a similar cooperation it extended to others in the aftermath of attacks targeting their institutions.
During the military operation, his government was undertaking to subdue destructive forces that attacked the country's army. His government has seen clear indication of external interventions and attempts to use humanitarian assistance as a pretext to political considerations, the Mega noted.
At this stage, we are nearly convinced humanitarian assistance is a pretext for advancing political considerations. Accused by agenda and revenue-driven media, convicted by misguided politics, we are now facing a unilateral coercive measure. Ethiopia opposed coercive measure when it was applied against others. We advise against its application on Ethiopia. Prescriptions and punitive measures never helped improve situations or relations. Mr. President, the prudent measures we will continue to take are commensurate with the existential challenges we face. Despite the undue pressure, we shall live up to the solemn obligation to preserve sovereignty, territorial integrity, and the political independence of Ethiopia.
The Deputy Premier also asserted that no pressure will stop Ethiopia from its quest to use its natural resources fairly and equitably without harming others.
Ironically, we are accused and threatened for drinking from our water. On the matter of the Nile and the Gerd, our confidence is in the might of the truth, wisdom, and justice that has always defined our path for cooperation. The generational desire to use our natural resource will not be stopped by a colonial legacy and monopolistic cause. We hope our negotiating partners are prepared for a win-win outcome under the African-led process.
The Deputy Premier and Foreign Minister on the podium reiterates his government's commitment for any kind of dialogue spearheaded by the African Union.
And finally, in our